The funny thing about Cypress Hill is, I used to listen to them in the car with my mom's ex-boyfriend, but I had forgotten all the Cypress songs that he played back then. I think I was like 7, 8 years old. And at the time, I didn't even know that was fucking Cypress Hill that the Chico was playing, because I wasn't into music like that. When I was 7, 8 years old, I wasn't into music. I'd hear music, I could remember songs, but I wasn't, deep into discovering an artist's catalog, into, finding out what artist or which artist, until I became a teenager and I got really driven into music and, buying fucking CDs at thrift stores and all that shit. I remember I was in high school with my boy, Samurai J, also known as JC. We were seniors. I think he was showing me the Cypress Hill joint or something like that, and I was like, damn, this shit's fucking tough. I can't remember if it was Lowrider or How I Could Just Kill a Man. It was something. It was one of those. It was one of those joints. I was like, damn, this shit's fucking tough. So at the time, I was like, alright, I'm gonna check out some fucking Cypress Hill, because JC, Samurai J, he put me on NWA at that time, and I was like, damn, NWA goes hard as hell. He also put me on Nas. He also introduced me to Wu-Tang, and when he introduced me to Wu-Tang, I was like, fuck. But let me tell y'all about Cypress. Let me tell you about that Cypress Hill shit. I started listening to, some Cypress Hill joints during senior year, and I came across the song, I Wanna Get High. As soon as I heard the intro to I Wanna Get High, that I want to get high, I was like, hold on a second. I listened to these motherfuckers in the car with my mom's ex-boyfriend when we were fucking kids. Because as soon as I heard that shit, I was like, hold on. I remember hearing this exact thing. And, I knew, as soon as it started playing, I already knew the lyrics in my head. Not all the lyrics, but it was like, boom, my brain automatically clicked. And it was like, holy shit, I remember some of the fucking lyrics of the song. And I was like, hold on. You're telling me this entire time I fucking grew up listening to Cypress Hill? I just didn't know that motherfucking shit was Cypress Hill? And so, for me, it was kind of fucking shocking. I was like, holy shit, we've come full circle. I was listening to this shit when I was a kid. Didn't realize that was Cypress Hill. They spoke a lot of Spanglish in their music, and I felt very represented because for the longest time up to that point in my life, being a fucking Chicano and shit like that, I didn't really feel accepted, and I didn't... There was nothing that I could relate to at the time that I could have thought of as a Chicano. And when I heard Cypress Hill, I finally felt represented as a Chicano. And so, for me, it was the greatest fucking shit ever. And at that time during my senior year, I started writing rap lyrics. And I would write, I'd write a lot of my rap lyrics over Cypress Hill instrumental. So I'd write rap lyrics over the Funky Phil ones, over the... How I Could Just Kill a Man beat. There's one rap lyric that I remember at the time that I wrote over the fucking, the Insane in the Membrane, Insane in the Brain beat. And I had a whole binder just full of all these lyrics that I wrote. And I think when I moved back down over here to Cleveland, I threw that binder away. And I'm just like, fuck, man, all those fucking lyrics I fucking wrote in high school back to the Cypress Hill shit.